everyone, it's Melinda with Tailored and Teal. Today's video, I have something very exciting to show you. It's one of my guilty pleasures in life. We are going to be polishing some silver. So I picked up a few silver pieces at a barn sale and they are heavily tarnished, as you can see. Some of them have price tags on them. There's another one here. They're not in the best shape. Like this one, for example, has some holes at the bottom. I tried to fill it up with some water and it was leaking, so that's kind of a bummer. And this one's kind of warped, but I think this one is a butter warmer. It is missing the little spoon or knife, whatever went there. This is just like a coffee creamer pitcher. And then this might be for tea. I'm not really sure. So I picked up a silver piece probably maybe a year and a half ago, and it needed some tarnishing. So I did a little bit of research online and I found out that polishing silver was relatively easy. All you got to do is get you some silver cream, or there are other products out there that work. Like, for example, you could get a cloth that you can rub off the tarnish, but this stuff works pretty well. It is slightly messy. So it's Wright's Silver Cream. It cleans, shines, and restores. I picked this up at Walmart. I think it was less than $5. It says silver cream cleans and polishes silver to a brilliant shine. It is safe and mild, and it removes tarnish and keeps silver shining longer. And it does say that it is recommended for sterling silver, silver plate, silver jewelry, antique silver, flatware, pewter, chrome, fiberglass, and porcelain. It does tell you to make sure that you test an inconspicuous place, but I've already done this a few times, so I'm just gonna do it. Just kidding, I'm actually gonna test the bottom first because it is inconspicuous and nobody sees it because it lays down like that. All right, so within the Wright Silver Cream, there is this little sponge. I've just washed it because it was kind of grody from another project I was doing. But here you'll see it's like this pink paste / cream, and it doesn't have a terrible smell. It doesn't smell overly chemical, which is something that I enjoy. You should be wearing gloves for this. I'm not going to because I don't have any, and I've done this plenty of times without it, and I know that it doesn't bother my skin. But I would say if you are new, you might want to try some gloves. Let me show you the bottom of this piece here. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, so it says Barber Brothers Company, something white metal. I think it says silver plate up here. There's a little bit of stuff that's worn off on the side, but it is this beautiful etched / I don't really know what they call, is it engraving in silver? I don't know, but it's all this stuff. And then there's this raised pattern up here. Just very, very pretty. Let me show you the other pieces and more in detail. Again, this one has some etching or some engraving here. Again, with the ornate details on the handles. The inside needs a little bit of help here. Oh, and this one is, it says, it's hard to see. F.B. Rogers Silver Company in Taunton, Massachusetts, and it says quadruple, and then it has a number here, 861. I don't know any comps on these. I basically just kind of picked them up because number one, I enjoy polishing silver, and number two, I figured if it was something I enjoyed and I could make a little bit of money out of it, I'm not going to complain. Okay, so again, this is the butter dish. At least that's what the lady told me when I purchased it from her. It does have this same engraved effect, and there's the inside of the lid. This tray does come off, or come out, I guess I should say, so you can clean it properly. There's the inside, and then the bottom is actually plain. And this one says, I think it just says Silver Metal Manufacturing Company, and then it says the word triple, and then there's some digits missing. Like I said, I know nothing about silver brands. I basically just pick up pieces that I like. So I think we're going to start on this little creamer pitcher here. So some things that you'll need some old rags. As you can see, I have been polishing silver Please don't be mad at me that I'm using a Life is Good shirt. It was already torn up to begin with. So as you can see, I've been cleaning other silver. So definitely a rag that you don't care about. And then we're just gonna take our sponge and give a generous amount. One thing I will say, you do want to wash your silver before you start doing this. So I just wash it with some gentle hand soap and a lot of the tarnishing already came off. So that was good. And then you just take your sponge and you do want to put a little elbow grease in, but you don't need a lot because this cream does do a really good job of cleaning off all this stuff. And as you can see, there's lots of grime coming off. So once you got that all in, you can actually see that some of it's coming off. I just use my cloth here and wipe it off, and look at that shine. Now this may be antique, actually. I'm not sure when these companies were manufacturing, so it's not gonna be perfect, but look how much of a difference that makes. Makes it all super shiny, and I'll probably go over this one more time. Polishing silver for me is so satisfying because it just, you get to see the results immediately after your hard work. So I think that that's really something. Okay, there's still some stuff coming off, but I will wash this once I'm done. So now I'm just gonna start on the body of it. So I dipped my sponge into some fresh cream. We'll just kind of do down here around the rim. It's so gross. Now warning, if you don't use gloves, it will get all in your fingernails. It is kind of gross that way, but I feel like if I were to use gloves, I wouldn't be able to clean as well. Look how shiny that's coming. Now, I will say, this is not gonna get away with just one polishing. I will have to do probably multiple, but I just wanted to do this little video to show you one of my favorite guilty pleasures. There you go, you can see how much shinier it's getting here. And that's even with just a tiny little bit of cream. Silver tarnishes because of the chemicals within the silver and the chemicals in the air. They have whatever kind of scientific reaction, and it turns it this brown or this black color. Yeah, look at that. That's coming right out. I apologize if you hear my stand is kind of like squeaking. It's on wheels, so I think that's why. So the piece that I picked up a few years ago, that was my first silver piece. It was just this tiny, tiny little like creamer pitcher that was in some hotel in Boston. I forget the name of the hotel specifically, but it was stamped on the bottom and it sold really quickly for like 25 bucks. And I think I paid $3 for it. So I bought a really cool historical piece. I got to shine it up, and the customer actually left me really good feedback saying it was a really cool piece of history. So as you can see, it is a lot shinier. It does still have a lot of this black or gray color to it. Since it's silver plated, I'm not sure how well that's going to come out, but we will keep going. Try to get the etching here, see what that can do. I'm probably not going to do all 3 pieces on camera because number 1, that would take forever, and number 2, I'm not wearing my wrist brace, and if you've been watching a few of my videos recently, you'll know that I've been having some issues with my wrist, and it's probably not good for it to be out of the brace, but I didn't want to get it dirty, so I absolutely love this intricate pattern up here. I can't wait to find more information about this. I have to do some eBay looking and researching. Wow, that was really dirty. Okay. I probably will need a toothbrush or something to get in here since there are so many intricate details. Try to get a little bit up here too so we can see how shiny that is. Look at that. Okay, let's see what comes off. Oh, not as much as I was thinking. It's definitely shinier. I'm gonna do the other side here, and then I'm gonna go rinse it off in the sink to show what we have done. My sponge also needs to be cleaned off because it's really grody. So the thing with my wrist is apparently there's this tendon that runs like all the way down your arm into your pinky, and my tendon is not staying in place. It constantly is slipping in and out. It's not fun to do anything with it really, but I have managed. I do have to get an MRI of it next week. So I really hope that I don't need surgery. But I don't know at this point. I've never had something this serious on my hands before. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this off so we can see what it looks like without all of this extra pink cream on it. Okay, so I went and I rinsed it off, and I did a little bit more scrubbing in the sink just because it's cleaner by the sink and easier to manage. But this is what came off of a lot of the body of it, and this is what it looks like now. So I am not convinced that the handle and this spout here, that they are silver plated. They might actually be more of a pewter because that dark color is not really coming off. And I hope that you can see this, and I hope that the lights are not too bright, but this is kind of just after one good scrub. I did use a soft bristle toothbrush to help kind of get up in here. Some of that did come off, but yeah, you can completely see that. Number one, this is welded on. I can see like the weld marks here. It's also not a perfect seam, so that's another indication that it's welded, but you can tell the difference between this color and this. Like, it looks completely different. Haven't even touched the inside yet or the spout here, but I will say that it is quite a difference between the two. This is what it used to look like, and this is what it looks like now. There is one piece that I do want to show you that I had already polished beforehand, and this one is actually soldered silver, so it is different. So you'll see that this one is much shinier. There are a lot of scratch marks on it. I'm honestly not sure if I did that or not, but I've been using, you know, soft cloths and like this t-shirt type material, so I don't think that I did. But this is stamped the New York Hospital, and it says Reed and Barton silver soldered, and then it has some numbers on it, and it is like a hot water pitcher or for tea, and it does have a number in here. So it still needs some work on the inside, but this is a really cute little piece, and just wanted to show you the difference between silver plated, at least I'm pretty sure that this is silver plated, and then silver soldered. Also, this one is so much heavier than this one. Like, it's a good noticeable difference. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope that you learned maybe something, or at least just got some satisfaction of seeing the before and after pictures. If you're not subscribed to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I put out videos at least once a week, and if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and that way I know that you'd like to see more. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.